Blizzard has gone full turtle mode. They are in complete hiding, and what they've done with the Overwatch New York event proves it. Now, I want to remind everyone that we've got to keep the pressure on because I believe there are still questions to be answered, specifically by Jalen Brack, who lied to our faces. Look, you blew this, but hiding isn't going to help. I'm going to ask people, remember to leave a like on this video, leave a comment, and share the tweet that I've pinned in the comment below, which will be using the hashtag boycottblizzard, because it's clearly having an effect. And as the impending Blizzcon date rolls even closer, I believe that the fans need to hold the company accountable. Look, this isn't about canceling Blizzard. I'm telling you, I'm having legitimate withdrawals from not playing World of Warcraft Classic. I'm so sad. When I canceled my subscription, it said it's still active because I think it was a 6-month sub until November. And secretly, I've been hoping that I could reinstall the game by then. Blizzard has to make this right. How can they do it? Well, I think you can still come out and admit a mistake. You can still come out and say, look, hey, Jalen Brack, listen to me. Okay. If you were telling the truth, that China had nothing to do with this, then you can make an apology. Before we get into this video, a quick word from our sponsor. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Domain, the trading card game. While this game is an early alpha version and browser only currently, Domain is a free TCG that can be best described, at least by me, as combining chess and a trading card game. It's a hardcore strategy game, but it's also very deep. It has simple mechanisms, but unlimited strategies. It's made by an indie developer in alpha, but still fully playable with 100 unique cards with many more to come. Players can't just copy decks and win. They must understand the game, constantly adapting to new situations by way of board tactics. And since the game is in alpha, they need help. They need people playing the game so they can balance it. So check out Domain by going to enterthedomains.com, link in the description and pinned comment below. Here's what you need to say, Jalen Brack. If you were telling us the truth that it had nothing to do with China, you say, look, we screwed up. We didn't have a policy in place that was clear enough going forward. We've done that now. Here is the additional policy that says you cannot spout anything like this or you will face, I don't care if you say a lifetime ban. I legitimately don't care. And because we didn't have this in place, we have removed all suspensions and reverted everything. We're sorry. Boom! I reactivate my WoW subscription, probably. Now, instead, they are choosing to hide. As we've seen last night, Blizzard, as reported by Slasher, has once again will not allow collegiate Hearthstone teams player cams or post-game interviews following American universities sign a protest in support of Blitzchung last week. Now, if you remember, there was a similar incident to Blitzchung that happened in the United States. This is one of the most glaring hypocritical moves of the whole thing that not enough people are holding their feet to the fire on. J. Allen Brack, your own words said, if the same thing happened anywhere else, we would have acted the same. But you didn't, because when the American university kids did it, you did nothing. In fact, you have invited them back. It's an incredible amount of terrible decisions. And as of right now, an event that's been hyped since the beginning of October, bringing Overwatch to the Switch. Gather your team, Nintendo NYC, Wednesday, 10/16. That's tomorrow. From 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. without reservation for Blizzard's launch event celebrating Overwatch Legendary Edition. The first 150 fans to sign up will get to meet voice actors from the game. Sign up begins Wednesday, 10/9. Present your Warp Pipe Pass at the reserved time upon arrival. You must have a Nintendo account to make reservation. As of today, please be aware that the previously announced Overwatch launch event scheduled for Wednesday, 10/16 at Nintendo NYC has been canceled by Blizzard. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. Yikes. Yikes. I mean, Blizzard. And at this point, by the way, no official statement from Blizzard either. Truly heroic. Something that Blizzard would have obviously announced on their main channel or issued some sort of press release. They've said nothing. The only thing they've tweeted since October 11th, imagine being a billion-dollar corporation in Activision Blizzard. You haven't tweeted anything all week. October 11th till now, it's the 15th. Now, they aren't hyper active on this account, but they are reasonably active, and certainly they would have been promoting the Overwatch on on Switch event. But they remain with this pinned comment which now has 12,600 replies compared to 6,000 likes. The boycott Blizzard thing is happening, and it is having an effect. For all the people out there that are like, man, boycotting doesn't do anything. I get it. Being black-pilled is cool. It's probably, unfortunately, the more correct way to view things given how few times consumer outreach, consumer backlash really has any effect. But sometimes it can. And in this case, Overwatch, the Overwatch event in New York City, clearly canceled because they're afraid people are going to protest. By the way, protests will be happening at BlizzCon. One wonders, could you imagine? I mean, it seems unlikely, but this New York City event was a Blizzard event, which means they had paid to fly voice actors out. They paid probably to rent hotel rooms, to rent a space, to do all this stuff, to bring cameras there for live streams. And they just threw it away because they're afraid of confronting their own customers. Absolutely shameless. But that wouldn't stop, of course, the game's media from covering it. Blizzard cancels Overwatch launch event at Nintendo's New York store. Last week, Blizzard faces intense scrutiny after suspending Hong Kong Hearthstone player Blitzchung. Again, you could make this all go away, Jalen Brack, if you're telling us the truth. And to be honest with you, the longer you say nothing, the more I'm inclined to call for your job. And I never do that. I never like to call for people's jobs. But Jalen Brack and top brass at Blizzard needs to go if they continue to bungle this. Last week, Blizzard faced criticism, both internal and from fans, after suspending Hong Kong Hearthstone player Blitzchung. Consumers are now boycotting Blizzard products and have turned Overwatch hero Mei into a symbol of the ongoing protests in Hong Kong. Some are planning protests at Blizzard's annual fan convention of BlizzCon, which is held in Anaheim, California in early November. By the way, I'm still on the fence. Maybe I need to do a live stream or something. Part of me wants to attend this event and attend the protests. Part of me doesn't want to give Blizzard money. I'm torn. Replies to the cancellation tweet, or really anything Blizzard has tweeted recently, may illustrate why the developer is hesitant to host Overwatch launch event. Most responses are critical of Blizzard's decision to suspend Chung, many of which include fan art of Mei as the Hong Kong protester. If you look at this, someone tagged me and said, Blizzard is in hiding mode, best Nintendo announcement of the year. All Blizzard has to do is apologize for siding with China, and this all goes away. It's afraid. Here's sticks. Communism is the very definition of failure. Shocker. Nintendo supports human rights. That's why they canceled. I mean, the whole thread. And Blizzard doesn't even have the fortitude to stand by their own statement. And of course, you're going to see more people protesting at BlizzCon. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when it's, you know, goes from a couple hundred people to, I don't know, 2,000 people standing in front of the place? Are you going to cancel it? What if these things really start to gain steam? Look, I put my money where my mouth is, and I'm hoping that they have a very peaceful and safe statement about that we will not stand for Blizzard choosing China cash over human rights. And also, I hope the message is clear that J. Allen Brack has lied to us multiple times and continues to lie by omission and while in hiding. Spread this video far. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll talk to you again real soon.